on this show, I've talked a lot about these really fucking stupid fuckhead Republican candidates for governor in states like Arizona, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and so on. And so I want to provide another update to a race going on in Michigan. So, Republicans for Whitmer launches in Michigan. So, the Republican candidate for governor in Michigan is Tudor Dixon. Tudor Dixon is, needless to say, not very bright, and probably one of the dumbest motherfuckers who's ever had even a semi-national platform. So, even so bad that some Republicans are like, now, again, Michigan is a swing state, so factor this in. You know, the idea, Michigan voted for Donald Trump in 2016, and so then it voted for Joe Biden in 2020. It has a Democratic governor, right? So, it's often referred to as a purple state, whatever that means. But let's read this article. More than 150 Michigan Republicans launched a new campaign effort to boost the re-election prospects of Governor Gretchen Whitmer against GOP opponent Tudor Dixon, who is backed by former President Donald Trump. One of the core things going on is that Tudor Dixon is an election denier and a conspiracy theorist in that regard. She is also one of those people that parades that she is 100% pro-life. 100% pro-life. What that means is she is against exemptions for rape, incest, and medical emergencies for the life of the mother. Now, again, those exemptions, actually, they don't mean anything. It's just rhetoric, right? Because either way, doctors are going to be restricted, and they're not going to put their lives on the line. They're not going to risk going to jail forever. So either way, those exemptions, literally, it's just rhetoric. And rhetorically speaking, she's more of a monster than a couple of other people that would be running for these kinds of positions. Republicans for Whitmer is led by a leadership council of 35 Republicans from Michigan, including business leaders, former lawmakers, and staffers, and other former state GOP, Govs, Engler, and Snyder, who are also really just horrible people. I mean, we need to understand, right? This is like the Lincoln Project, right? These fucking motherfuckers, right? Don't give them any room to breathe, right? Let them work for you and provide nothing in return. That's the ideal way to go about these, Republicans for insert Democratic candidate here kind of groups. Is all right, let them work against themselves. Let them eat each other up. Don't follow them. Don't donate to them. Right? Don't, signal boost them as if, they're great people. Liz Cheney is not a beacon of democracy. She's garbage. These people are garbage. Right? But it's interesting that, this brand of garbage, right? Again, there's, the Republican Civil War going on or whatever. People that believe in elections and people that don't. Now, again, ultimately, I think Trump has the stranglehold of a lot of the base. But again, Michigan is a state that's so it's always good when Republicans are trying to, eat each other alive a month or two before the election. Bill Parfit, the chairman and CEO of commercial real estate company Northwood Group, said he was supporting Whitmer because she was seeking to build a common bridge between Democrats and Republicans. Quote, "No more fighting," Parfit said in a statement. "Among those running for elections in November, there exists a group of individuals, some Democrats, some Republicans, that are willing to work together to find a common middle ground and goddamn woo!" So, there you go. Whitmer, who has served as Michigan's governor since 2019, appears to be gaining ground in her re-election bid against Dixon. In a Detroit News WDIV TV poll published last week, Whitmer enjoyed a 13-point lead over Dixon, while 54% of respondents said they approve of Whitmer's governorship. 13 points? I mean, in a state that is supposed to be a toss-up, a state that is supposed to be a swing or purple state, 13-point lead, I mean, hey, that's pretty fucking devastating, right? Now, I mean, anything is possible, right? But that is pretty fucking devastating. Dixon is a former customer service agent and sales rep for her father's Michigan Steel Foundry, who also describes herself as a working mom, now fighting for Michiganders. The GOP candidate has faced some criticism for her hard-line anti-abortion positions, a hot-button issue in the midterm elections this year that is increasingly giving momentum to Democrats. Once again, on the Michigan ballot, there is a ballot measure for a state constitutional reform to ensure that abortion rights and voting rights are protected. So be sure to vote for those if you live in Michigan. In July, Dixon said she would not support abortion in any case except to save the life of the mother, even when asked if that would apply to a 14-year-old rape victim. Judy Frey, a moderate Republican from Grand Rapids who joined the Republican... Okay, I don't care about the rest of these people. Anyway, so shout outs to Big Gretch. She's doing a great job and probably going to win. And so, as far as these more high-profile gubernatorial races going on, I think Michigan's probably in the bag. I would also say probably Pennsylvania might be in the bag, though Pennsylvania, I think, is more of a toss-up than Michigan at this point. And honestly, I don't really know enough about Arizona. I can't possibly tell you what's going on in Arizona. And I know there's a couple other states that are having that stuff, but these are like the more swingy ones that are getting more of the headlines. So there you go.